Hey y'all, today I want to take a couple minutes and talk about 8 thoughts, ideas, fears that are popping into my mind as I get close to 100 days until I move to Thailand. Now, even though I'm in America and some of these thoughts are American-based or Western-based fears, I think they would apply to anyone who's considering a move like mine, any kind of big decision in life, but when it comes to moving to the other side of the world, moving to a brand new and very different culture. So many things are going to be different when I get there that some of these things are keeping me up at night, and I thought maybe I'd just share them with you and maybe listen in your comments to some of the things that you think about or some of the things that you're worried about. So let's jump right into it. You know, number 1 on the list, language. I speak English, obviously, and I'm pretty good with Spanish. Doesn't do me any good in Thailand. The language is difficult. It's a tonal language where, you know, the one word might have eight different meanings based on how you say it, whether it's a high tone, a low tone, all the things that come into speaking Thai and speaking Thai properly. I'm going to have to get used to that. And it's something that I definitely want to work on. I've started on it a little bit, and when I get there, hopefully I'll take some classes and get much better, because getting through being able to speak the language is certainly going to be beneficial. You know, whether it's just day-to-day living, ordering food, shopping, paying bills, or making friends, having any kind of social life there other than an expat gathering, I think being able to speak the language is going to be super beneficial, and it's number 1 on my list of things to worry about or things that I want to work on when I get there. Number 2, culture shock. You know, am I going to be homesick? Now, I'm a fairly solitary person here, even at home now. I always have been, so I don't have a large circle of friends, you know, a few close friends, and I'm good to go. So I don't know that that would change much when I get to Thailand. Certainly like to make some friends. Definitely want to meet you guys if you're there. But want to make some new friends, local friends, expat friends, however they come about. It's important, I think, to a happy life to be able to have a circle of friends that you can call on, gather with, hang out with, and just share life with. You know, on top of that, the homesick side of things. I've mentioned several times I have 2 teenage boys. Right now they live 15 minutes away from me. And, you know, I'm going to be the other side of the world. 12 hours time difference, morning and night, absolute opposites. Also going to miss the friends that I have here and even the hobbies, right? Some of the things that we take for granted where we live, the things that we do here, simply don't exist in the places where we're headed potentially. So what am I going to do with my spare time? What am I going to do to keep my mind busy or just to enjoy life? I have to find some new hobbies, I think. Hey, let me just take a minute real quick, and if you are not subscribed to the channel but you're enjoying the content or you just want to follow along and see how things go for me, I'd really appreciate it if you took a second and hit that subscribe button down there and the notification bell so that you can keep up with the travel and the adventure as I move into this. I appreciate it. You know, number 3 on my list is the standard of living. Now, I've talked about the cost of living, but the standard of living is going to change significantly for me as well. And certainly if you're living in a big house now, big yard, room to roam, do things that you're used to doing, you may not have that in Thailand. Now, we've talked about my condo here, and in this video I did a comparison of how I'm living today and the size of the condo and the things that I have here, and compared that to potentially a condo in Thailand and what that might look like. But that more compact living space and just smaller surroundings, definitely going to be a change even from the small condo that I have here. And on top of that, budgeting. So right now honestly, I don't have to worry about too much of a budget here, but sticking to a strict budget in my new life in Thailand is going to be important because I won't have the luxury of the income that I have now here in the United States. I'm certain I can stick to a budget. We're going to talk a lot more about that in the future, where I'll do videos about what I'm spending on a daily basis, what I'm spending on a monthly basis. So again, definitely make sure and hit that subscribe button so you can follow up and follow along with those videos when they come out. Strict budget leads me into number 4, which of course are financial concerns or financial fears. Because I'm going to be retired, I will not be on a visa that will allow me to work. So I won't be able to generate income in the country. You know, I still have a few options, whether it's working remotely. If for some reason I need to begin generating more income, I could always find some kind of remote work that the income is going to be generated back here or somewhere outside of Thailand. You know, a lot of people, when they move as an expat, they become English teachers. Certainly an option, however, it's kind of limited. Understand that Thailand has a lot of labor laws that are different from the United States and many other places. So actually getting a visa as an English teacher at my age, 56, 57 later this month, is not an option because I'm too old to be hired there. So I wouldn't qualify for employment there. So I wouldn't qualify for a teaching visa or a visa that would allow me to be a teacher. Now, you can still teach online. There are a number of different online educational programs out there where you could gain employment as an English teacher online, but I wouldn't be able to teach in a school in Thailand. And then passive income, of course, I've mentioned many times, and I promise there will be a video coming soon about the passive income streams that I've created and that I've been building out, in addition to the ones about money markets and CDs and things that have already been posted. It will be one quick summary of passive income streams other than those that I've talked about. So I mentioned not being able to work, not being able to be a teacher. So the next item on the list for me and for many people is a visa. Which visa do I qualify for? Which visa do I want? Do I want to do it myself? Do I want to obtain it here before I go or there once I arrive, or some combination of the two, right? Will I do it myself? Do I need an agent to help me? Which one's easier? Which one's better? And then of course there are ongoing expenses of maintaining that visa, renewing it periodically and complying with all of the different requirements. No matter where you go, you're going to have visa requirements. So it's definitely something that I'm looking into, something that I'm planning for and concerned about. Healthcare is next on the list. Quality and cost of that healthcare are going to be even more important there to me than they are here. A lot of people are concerned with quality of healthcare. The research that I've been doing, the things that I've been reading and watching and hearing, that the healthcare in Thailand, the quality is very high. Lots of new hospitals, great doctors. And then affordability is much more affordable than here in the United States, even without insurance. In some cases, still the out-of-pocket expenses are a fraction of what we pay in the Western world. But being able to have some of the visas has a connection sometimes to making sure that you have health care in country. It can be a visa requirement. So those two tie together. So I'll be looking more into health care and what I'm going to do as an expat for insurance, hospitalization insurance, accident insurance, all of that. But definitely something that I have to be thinking about and that I'm sure everyone retiring is thinking about. Safety is another consideration. People may worry about whether they are going to be safe in their homes, safe at home at night. Is it safe to walk the streets? Can I wear jewelry when I walk around? I don't wear jewelry, so I don't have to worry about that one, but I often carry some pretty expensive camera equipment with me when I'm out shooting pictures or shooting videos. Now, Thailand, it seems, is quite safe. The violent crime rate and even petty crime rate much lower than here in the United States and certainly lower than many other places in the Western world. So luckily, it's a country where it's not a great concern. But of course, it's always, be aware, be safe, know where you are, know what's going on around you, and just pay attention to your surroundings. Good anywhere, no matter where you go. Last on my list is climate. Now, I've said many times the climate in Thailand is one of the things that drew me there, so I'm looking forward to it. I've heard it said that Thailand has two seasons, hot and wet. While I might miss spring and fall here in the US, I'm definitely looking forward to a warmer climate. But climate is something that certainly everyone thinks about and one of the things that will draw you to or move you away from a destination. So none of these things are going to change my mind. I'm definitely going to Thailand. I'm just being open with you about what's on my mind. It's certainly getting close. It's definitely getting real, and it's getting here real fast. Hey, let me know in the comments if there's anything else that worries you or that you worried about before you moved, and tell me how you overcame that. I'm sure everyone would get some benefit out of that. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.